Debra, and I'm with David Bicknell of Oakridge from Yarra Valley, Australia. So David, you win tons of awards for your wine. What's the secret behind that?
I think the secret is being relaxed about it. So we don't try too hard, and we try and keep things as simple as possible. So trying to, rather than treat it as a manufacturing process, it's a craft process. So you take time and you do it properly, and you try and keep as many external influences out, if you like.
So Pinot Noir, I mean, that's a notoriously tricky lady. What are some of the challenges for you?
Well, I think one of the challenges, particularly from a New World perspective, is vinage. And it's a variety that really does its best when you've got mature vineyards 30 years plus. So we're still in a phase of precociousness at the moment, if you like, where we're just trying to get the vinage up, and the wines are improving steadily as we do that. But again, also a little bit of respect with how you handle it, because it's a perfume variety and you've got to enhance the perfume.
And within the Yarra, where do you think the best sites are located?
I think we're still finding them. That's part of the puzzle at the moment. But generally in the southern higher part of the valley, where the soil is red volcanic soil, and you get beautiful fine tannins from those wines. And it's also the best place for Chardonnay as well.
Now David, I'm looking at this label. Explain it.
I wish I could.
Over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder.
If
Quite
you like,
sexy label.
It's a bit of a take on, we're looking over your shoulder. A lot of the clues that we take for the over-the-shoulder range are, traditional Northern European wines. So for the Pinot Noir we do under over-the-shoulder, we're actually looking at more of a Beaujolais model. So we use a lot of whole bunch fermentation, and we're looking for a very bright, cuisine-friendly, everyday style of drinking.
So there's not a shoulder of land affiliated with this?
No, there's no shoulder of land. Although all the vineyards that we take fruit from are all quite specifically targeted for the flavours that they introduce or the soil type that they come from.
David, what do you think the trends are with Australian wines at the moment?
Well, I think we're taking on a very un-Australian approach at the moment, which is called subtlety and elegance, which has never been a trait that we've been associated with, but I think that we're starting to understand it. So there's almost a higher plane that we're going to. And I think that in particular when you look at a variety like Chardonnay, whereas 20 years ago they were big and alcoholic and oaky and pretty ugly, there's a real sense of refinement with it now, and more delicacy, more minerality, more length and more complexity. And I think people are starting to understand that alcohol is a very bad thing, not just in terms of being consumed, but how it can actually balance on a wine, and that's
balancing humans and balancing in the bottle.
It's all about balance. If you put a balanced wine into bottle, you'll end up with a balanced wine in time. And I think we're starting to understand that. So a lot of those brutal, big 15–16% alcohol wines, I think, are starting to go. We're seeing a lot of 12.5%, 11.5% wines.
Which are so much more drinkable.
But they're cuisine friendly. They're table wines in the true sense of it. And that's important.
Now you get some high marks from Halliday. Does that make you uneasy?
It does make you a little bit uneasy because you've got to maintain the reputation. But no, it doesn't. It's good. It's nice to be recognised like that. But it also forces us to keep on thinking, keep on reacting in a positive way, and keep on making improvements. And I think there's still a lot of improvement to go. I don't think we'd say we're happy with where we are yet, but I think eventually we might just get there.
Thank you, David.
Pleasure.